everyone, and welcome to Diane Writes. Well, a bit of chaos there. It looks like World Anvil went down for a bit. I was thinking I was going to have to capture my Word program and work on that, which probably wouldn't hurt me. I do need to get something done that I have to do in Word, and that is the last kind of preparation things I need to send the manuscript of A Few Good Elves to my formatter. Alright, so it appears to be back. That's great. I'm glad to see it. Hello there, the sculpting chin. That's cool, the sculpting chin. That's punny. I like that. That's great. Welcome to the channel. We do writing streams on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. The Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday ones start at this time. The Saturday one starts in about 2.5 hours from now. Sorry I'm so late today, gang. I suppose it's probably for the best, considering the World Anvil went down. That would have been kind of a pain in the middle. Oh, thanks for the follow. Right on. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, if you're into RPG gaming, we also do Ask an Old GM on Tuesdays and Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific, which again is an hour and a half from now. And we run a RPG in my universe. Other way. I can't point that way. Right? That book takes place in. So, yeah. World Anvil's wonky. Can't access manuscripts. Okay. Alright. I hope somebody is keeping the developers informed so that they can deal with the problem. Crash the server. Alright. Well, we're going to start with Kit's article because it's up and because it is available and I already loaded it, so I might not be able to give you the like that I want right away, Kit. And that should give them some time to get it together. If it isn't together by the time that's done, then I will get on doing my manuscript. No, won't click off it. No problem. Alright, here we go. And the sprint has started for those of you who are still sprinting for Camp NaNoWriMo, or the Tourney of Tales, or for summer camp. Music must go down. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that one was so loud. Is that better, gang? Okay. Shai's gonna take a quick break. That makes sense. See you in a minute. Better? Alright, let's get into it. This is Kit's article, Oakfather. And this is obviously one of his character articles. Yes, you're in a gang. You're in the press gang! You're in the press gang because you are on the Sable's Privateers channel. So yes, you're in a gang. You might need a bandana. It'll look good tied around your head with your gold earrings for your burial. Yep. Well, or you could put on the bunny ears, which would, you know, bring you to house lapping. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar there, the Sculpting Chin, but this is one of the places that does the Game of Tomes, which is a Twitch writer's game. You're welcome to play or not, if you want to. In order to play, you choose a house to represent, and your word counts are counted cumulatively. The winning house gets bragging rights at the end of the NaNoWriMo or Camp NaNoWriMo month. And, you know, you choose a house by selecting the appropriate point reward from the channel points. In my server here, you will see it as a treasure chest that is underneath the chat box. You click on that and you'll see GOT house name report. Right, and that's how you select the house that you want to play in. You can play as much or as little as you want. I'll go through the houses here. This is my house, House Lappin. I am the leader of this house. They call me the mother of bunnies. I love it. And, yeah, you can pick it either by, you know, whether you like the leadership or whether you like the idea of what it represents or whether you know, think the description's funny, and you don't have to play, like I said, right? There's only a couple days left for this one, but you can still join and all the points count, so it's totally up to you if you want to do that. I'll just put the names of the houses in the chat so that you guys can, you know, have a look and see what you think, right? Let's see, Millie's Kitsune, Chiroptera. I think there is still problems with World Anvil there, Mergandor, sorry to say. Millie's Chiroptera, Mollusca. Who am I missing? Avis, that's who I'm missing. There you go. There are also minor houses. If someone else would mind typing those in the chat for me so I can get started on Kit's Showcase. Hello, Scribe. Scribe says, so at work today I was telling someone about summer camp and talking about how much difficulty I was having coming up with a writing tool to write about. They said you could just make something up. I stared at them for a second before saying, you know what? I could. Yeah, you could. Thank you, Satrium. Awesome. If you found a house that you like, I'll get started on Kit's Showcase here. Oak Father in the world of Wizard's Peak. I like the picture. That's a really great Hero Forge image there, Kitoy Boy. That's great. The Root of Heaven, Oak Father. The Oak Father is among the oldest sophonts among us. He has witnessed the entirety of the history of Kirinal, from its founding as a farming settlement, its rise as the capital of a great nation, its disintegration, the chaos of the Kirinal pit, and the rise of our concordant civilization. He brings green forests back to barren wastelands, and we are forever thankful to him. Instructor of recruits. Bring forests back to? I think you mean back from, right? Also, you've got the wrong its there. When you're using the possessive its, you don't use an apostrophe because the it apostrophe s is a contraction for it is. So, and I realize that that's confusing, but that's the way it works. Okay. Of course, we all love the Oak Father, but did you hear he's banging a mushroom? Sergeant Killflayer. I like Sergeant Killflayer. He's funny. That's awesome. Oh, hey, thanks for the bits, Mergandor. Woot! Much appreciated. I don't know why I didn't hear the alert there, but I saw it in the chat. Huh, did the alert go off? I probably have to check this layout. I'll fix it if it works. Yeah, it's the opposite rule to there and there. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Oak Father is the leader of the Ents in the Kirin Forest and a founding member of the Heavenly Council of Kirins. This ancient tree is older than the nation of Lozar. He sprouted in the Kirinal Forest before the original city of Kirinal even existed. Just gonna check out your links here. Defended by returned Kirin. Cool. Council of supernatural beings dedicated to protecting the world's innocence. That's also cool. Nation of Lozar, a patchwork of different smaller nations in the home of the Kirinal pit. And Kirinal, the city that was destroyed and became the Kirinal pit. Alright. Rooted in time. He witnessed it all. The day the first settlers arrived, when laws met the Kirin, the founding of Lozar, the rise of the Tridancers. I'm going to check the Tridancers. Foremost order of holy warriors in the world. Cool, okay. The 1,000 years of Pax Lazaria and the Lich Wars. He survived the twin Kirinal catastrophes and wept at the loss of his birthplace, the Kirinal Forest. Twin catastrophes of Kirinal, the disintegration that destroyed the city, leaving behind the pit of wild magic, the second time the explosion almost destroyed the world. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Ancient Oak Father is one of my oldest friends, even though he's still younger than me by a few hundred years. When you live long enough, the cup of life fills with tragedy. My heart warms to see him find love at our age. Queen Mother Aphidril. Cool. He battled through the early years of the Kirinal pit, always willing to lead his forest children against interplanetary invaders. When the orrery, when the orrery of worlds allowed for a time of relative peace, Oakfather turned to the task of reclaiming the blasted Kirinal wastes. His biggest success has been helping to create the new Kirin Forest. As a member of the Heavenly Council, check that too. Supernatural beings dedicated to protecting the world's innocence. Okay. Sorry. He has also taken on the responsibility of protecting the children of the zone. The zone being around the Kirinal pit. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Allied city-states do squabble over the resources and dangers. I like the mushrooms. From the depths of the Kirin forest, ancient Oakfather heard a voice crying through the ground beneath him. He pulled his great roots from the ground. He slowly tramped out of the forest. He crossed the plains. He sighted the tortoise. Motorized city of dwarves on rails. Okay. He entered into the canton of the dwarves. He followed the voice to Thrain Midraken's prison and smashed through the walls. In the Tories Conclave Canton, the dwarven slice of the zone functions as a work camp. Okay. He came upon the Myconid mother. She had been plucked from her home, brought out from deep under the mountains, transplanted into the barren soil of the zone. The Grags harvested her mushrooms to make their psychic beer. Awakened mushrooms. Neat. Old Oakfather stood over Myconid mother. His foliage shielded her from the burning sun. He mingled his roots with her mycelium. They spoke, one ancient soul to another. Parts of her wanted to be free. Others were happy to be used in the harvest. So he did what trees do best. He stood guard. The dwarves could harvest. He kept them from her core. Ever patient, Oakfather waited as the seasons passed. He sent messages out into the world. He asked for help, and he waited. Then one day, someone answered. Video in the sidebar to the right. Cool. Aha! You used your adventure from the training grounds when you were on the episode. That is awesome. I will definitely have to check that out later. Cool. World Anvil is working for Daz. That's good to know. Thank you. Bitzer K is lurking. This is pulled right from that episode. That's awesome. Yeah, I only saw part of it, I think because we were watching the World Anvil stream, but I am definitely going to check it out, Kit. That is cool. And congratulations, by the way. I hear you did really well. For those who are unfamiliar, the great GM hosts a program called Training Grounds, where GMs are challenged to write an adventure that their panel of players can do in like an hour, and then they are graded on things like, you know, how clear the instructions were, how interesting were the characters, you know, how did the GM react to unexpected things that the players did, stuff like that. It's really cool, actually. Even if you never want to be on the program, which I'm not sure I ever would, it's certainly interesting to learn about breaking down the things that make a GM excellent. So, yeah. Hey there, Right Idea. Good to see you. Kit says it was a really good experience. Season 1 ended last week. We'll see if he gets a Season 2. What would he need to get a Season 2? Because I really like the show. I think it's great. The Sculpting Chin says, I really like that little story between the Oakfather and the Myconid mother. I like it a lot. Using what system? The ones I've seen have been D&D 5th edition, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true across the board. Escape from McDraken's. Eventually, after a short year of waiting, a patrol of Zone Authority police investigating the disappearance of Oakfather came to Thane McDraken's prison. Zone Authority. Patrols of Borders. Authorized to detect and prosecute crimes against the Zone. Okay. They discovered that the Myconid mother, an innocent Selfunt, was being held against her will without committing any crimes. It took a pitched battle with the guards, but they released her from imprisonment. Today, the celebrated pairing of the tree and the mushroom are famous throughout the zone. He created a cavity within himself for her to live, away from the bright sun that damages her delicate tissues. They commune with each other in the Kirin forest, their ancient souls entwined as they teach each other about the millennia-long journey it took them to find each other. That is lovely. What a beautiful love story. And I love all these little mushrooms under the tree. That is amazing and cool and pretty, and I like mushrooms. Alright, Scribe's got a showcase in too. We'll put that up. Hopefully it works. It worked. So it looks like the anvil is back online. Awesome. I love that kit. That's really cool. Oh, okay, and that's it. That's great because you did most of the stuff in the episode. I'm excited to watch this. I'm going to keep this up so that I can watch this probably after the show. Current location, Kirin Forest. Ethnicity, Kirinalo. Year, cool ethnicity name. Year of birth, 249 FA, 2,972 years old. Biological sex, male. Eyes, dark green. Hair, moss. Skin tone, pigmentation, dark brown bark. Height, 40 feet. Weight, about 9,000 pounds. And then linked articles. The Kirin Forest. The Kirin Monastery, the Myconid Mother, which I'm going to have to read later because that's really cool, and your episode, and your summer camp hub. That is really neat, Kit. That is beautiful. If you pop open and look at Sergeant Killflair's quote, you'll get a surprise. Oh, did I click on the wrong thing? I think I clicked on the wrong thing. I meant to like it. I must have not been paying attention. Yes, I wasn't paying attention. Oh! Oh, please log in. Okay. I have to log in again. I will do that. That is fine. There we go. Alright. Great, now that I've logged in again, all should be well. Okay. Now we'll reload this article, because hopefully I'll be able to like it. That's the sprint for those of you sprinting. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. Like! 1,000 words for the kitty cats from Cotton Spun. Good work. You do a lot of those, just round 1,000. Are you doing an estimate? You're allowed to do that. I just am curious if that is something that you're happening to reach, or if that is something that you're kind of going, it's been about that because you're handwriting or something, which is, again, totally within the rules and fine. Yeah. If you pop it open and look at Sergeant Killflair's quote on Myconid, or Myconid Mother, Myconids are so underused. They are. Yeah, and Kit Sculpting Chin agrees. I love using them in designs or stories. Yeah, people don't like mushrooms enough, man. Mushrooms are cool, okay? They're a really neat creature. Yeah. Congratulations on the diamond or gold. Gold for Kit, I believe. Okay, I am going to pop open your Myconid Mother thing just because I'm curious now about Sergeant Killflair's quote. I like him. He has lots of interesting stuff to say. Oh, Twitch DM I gotta look at? Okay. I'll have to do that on a break. No, okay, I'll do that over there, actually. Anytime they show up in D&D, I'm so freaking happy. Yeah, they're cool. Sculpting Chin says, it's why I've designed my TTRPG to utilize them as one of the starting character races. That's cool. Of course we all love the Myconid Mother, but did you hear that she's banging a tree? Oh, that's great. Okay, I love it. I love it a lot. Okay, we're going back to Oak Father so I can watch that later. And I'm going to put this aside, because I definitely want to see that, and I know I'll lose this if I don't do that, so we're going to put that there. Incidentally, I have a lot of shit up, so if my stream starts to lag, we know why. It apparently is doing that. Or either that or I'm frozen. You know what? I'm gonna close some shit down here. Let's see what I can close. I can close that one. I'll need that. I'll need that too. I guess I don't currently need the timelines. I do need that. Yeah, I need the calendars. I need the IPA. Well, I'm logged back in, so I don't need that. Alright. Sable Aradia, Mistress of Tabs. A title that cannot be bought, only earned. Uh-oh, I'm missing stuff. Sculpting Chin says, whoops, wrong message. I wanted to highlight. Oops. Kit says, I used them again this weekend in a game. The players love them too. Lots of words, says Kit. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna have that wood, says Brian, and then, dear God, I just said that. The wood definitely came up, says Kit. Oh no, I just said that. You guys are hilarious. Banging a tree, morning wood, says Macaro. You guys are hilarious. Sculpting Chin says World Anvil is a decent place to share our own TTRPG game designs. Or is World Anvil? Yes, yes, absolutely. There are a lot of people who are using World Anvil specifically for their own designed game. There's Toblin, who does the CD10 system. There's the Ethnos crew, who does the Ethnos system and the Ethnos Lite system, which they are making available to the public. And that's the Get Back to Work realm. Smunchy Games uses World Anvil. Lots of people do, actually. So, yeah. Yep, Bob too. Yep. And thanks, Bob, for reminding me that you are doing that. And hello, Natalia. Good Time Zone just opened or just ordered a TV. Awesome. Alright, so the sprint just started. I think I'm actually going to do a sprint here. I'm still working on my tabs, but my prompts for summer camp, but I'm going to quickly look at whatever it was my hubby said. Okay, dear, the answer to your question is yes. While you're at it, why don't we see about that other related situation too? Alright, Sculpting Chin says, I'll have to use it to advertise and spread word of my game when I release it. This is kind of what I'm doing with World Anvil to a large extent. I mean, part of it is that I have to do all the world building for my novel series anyway. And my husband is adapting it to gaming stats for a couple of different systems. But part of it is that it gets my work out there and it gets attention on it. People see it and see whether or not they're interested in the book. I thought I was logged in. I'm going to double check that. Already did. Awesome. Do I have a pic of a starseed before it's made into a ship? Asked Daz. I do not. I do not. And you know what? That is an interesting thing that I should do. I will have to draw one. It will probably be pencil crayon art. I don't have time to paint right now. Alright. So I'm going to refresh this so that I can put a like on it if I want to. And I'm going to do the rest of this sprint. Like I said, I'm still working on prompts myself. I'm currently working on the place known for its luge behavior, Freebooters Rock. Most of the sidebar is probably going to be filled with things like, oh, I should get like some seafaring music, but that's going to have to wait. Okay. But I can use the file manager here. Daz says, is fine. I will just use plan B. Sculpting Chin says, yeah, this all makes sense. I will need to get a World Anvil account pronto. You can get one for free, and then as you progress in your career and get things out, you can upgrade your membership so that there are things that are specifically designed towards people who are using it for commercial purposes to get the word out. And Natalia intelligently is sharing her pre-order link. Check out Nova Babylon. I am very excited about this book. I do want it very much. Shadow Malachi says, wait, you make ships from star seeds? Is that living tech I'm hearing? If you living arcanology, more like, because it's done through what I describe as a magical process. But yes. Yep. Bob is absolutely right there. Sculpting Chin, he says, yes, you should. And if you're going to need advice on how to market, think about the upper tier memberships. They come with nice bonuses for commercial use. They do, along with some very excellent workshops that have provided more information for me than anything else I've ever taken. I've looked at a lot of business workshops, but a lot of those kinds of things they teach do not apply to creative careers. This does, right? It's geared that way, and it's really useful for just the particular nuances of our market and our audience and how we relate, right? Really useful. Makara says, I stole the name Starseed from my cryo pioneering ships. I think I read that article. It was cool. Shadow says there was a great... Oh, wait, sorry. Ooh! Nice! Eli says, Sable, I hit my first stretch goal last night, and I'm almost halfway to the next one. Guys, go and support Eli's Kickstarter. It has 3 days left. Here is the link right here. Eli is an author. They write amazing books. It's sort of post-apocalyptic superhero. Believe it or not, it's awesome, and it's really cool. Definitely check it out. Right, you can get both the first and the second book as one of the Kickstarter rewards, and that's what we did, and it's awesome. So, yeah. And hello, Magpie, good to see you. How are you today? I'm too excited talking in my chat. Bob advises, and so do the owners of World Anvil, by the way, when you're getting into it for, marketing a book series or your RPG or whatever, right? Start cheap and work up, though. Everything prorates, so there's no penalty for upgrading in the middle of a subscription. Exactly, right? Pay for what you need, and then you have it forever, right? As you get more people who are interested in subscribing, which you can do through Patreon, it's integratable, right? Then, the better, the higher tiers you can get, and it's totally worth it. Any monies I make at this point goes directly to indie artists, says Eli. That's awesome. No worries, Siobhan. And sinus infection. That sucks, Magpie. Started making a GIF for my walk-on for Kahuna stream. Nice. Yeah, James bought me a walk-on, so I made him one. He hasn't put it up yet, though. I keep looking, past couple of days I've been showing up the stream going, no. Yeah, alright. Yeah, no worries, Sculpting Chin. We're happy to help. We're both World Anvil enthusiasts, to be fair. But there's a reason for that, and that is that it's cool. Okay, that's not going to work, because that has water. There's no water there. Let's see. Thanks, James. Okay, Bob, we'll see you in a while. I'll still be here in an hour. You know, I didn't look here, but maybe I should have. Back to bed? Okay, Siobhan. Okay. I had to hound him for like a week. Yeah. Scribe says, what kind of article template is a sport like sumo? I'm trying to categorize it in the quick article feature. Yep, it would be a tradition. That's where they tell us to put sports. That makes sense, Magpie. It just isn't an option. I'll make it the normal way and then link it. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. There it is. Ha! Sculpting Chin is like, oh, apparently I made a World Anvil account forever ago. I just never did anything with it. Big brain move. That's hilarious. Yeah. You're not alone. Lots of people have done that. Honestly, it is a bit of a learning curve when you're starting, so it can be a bit overwhelming, and sometimes people go, I don't want to figure this out right now, but it's worth it. All right. Well, shoot, I don't know what to put there. I need pictures. Characters? Nope. Natalia says, I will not be doing much writing today. Have been painting all day. That's nice. Makara says, my account was 2 years old before I started using it. Alright, Scribe's running off to get a fan. No worries. Yeah, definitely the same with what I've been learning with Affinity Publisher Designer Photo, says Sculpting Chin. Yeah, Magpie says, I don't understand. You've got plenty of fans right here. That's great. Yeah, the thing about World Anvil when you first look at it is that there's a lot, right? And it's because it's so customizable. But it can be like really challenging to look at it and know where to start. But hey, you know what? You happen to be full of in a room full of people who would be happy to help you with that. So you've come to the right place. Magpie asks, how much is the World Anvil perma thing again? I don't remember. It depends which membership you're getting. Alright, that one might work. That one might work. Okay, so flags and crests. Hello, Amin-chan. Good to see you. And Scribe is back. Awesome. That's neat. I think that's probably too nice. It's pretty nice. Plus it looks too modern. Plus there's water. Well, I suppose that could be like in the city. Alright, I'll keep that up as a maybe. I need to spell things the right way here. Which would require me to have my fingers on the correct keys. And that's the sprint for those of you sprinting. Yeah, so apparently the lifetime membership for Grandmaster is 600, and it's 1300 for the lifetime Sage. It takes many years to earn back anyway, so don't worry, it's just for crazy folks like me. I could afford it with my patrons because they're awesome, and many of you are patrons in the chat, so thank you for that. But I would rather stick with my Inner Sanctum membership, which is calculated, you know, yearly, I think, anyway, and because it supports World Anvil, and because the access is absolutely awesome. So there we go. Did I do that? I didn't. I know I've downloaded that picture before. That could be like a park. What's this? I don't think this is what I need, but I'm curious about what all those things on the ground are. Oh, logs. Logs and a really big body of water, which is too big to put on the rock. Okay. I mean, there is water, it's just not like... I mean, obviously there's water or they die, right? But that's interesting. My problem is I always find other things that I'm interested in. Ooh. That could be useful as well. I'm sorry, Millie's members, says Natalia, but 0 words. Author Goddess, adjust budget to new info and size. That sucks. But free burgers are good. I saw the thing about free burgers and I meant to say something, but then I got distracted. Oh, that might be a good place. Let's see that. If it didn't have that, well, I could cut it there. Okay. I think I've already got a bunch of pictures like that, though. I might even have uploaded them already. Alright, we got some word counts coming in. Sculpting Chin says, we'll get on that 30% discount for your sub right meow. Excellent. Welcome aboard. Author Goddess says, no. Good sigh. That sucks. Rowan says, stay out of the bunny hole. Yeah, I know. I'm totally distracted. 48 words for the Warren from Kit. Thank you very much. 60 words for the Pride from Moonflower. Excellent. And that's the back to work growl for those of you who are sprinting. Author Goddess says we should have 5K liquid access within a month. Well, that's good. All right, 29 out of 30 prompts done for Brian. Just needs a romancer. Mikara says contract murder, AG? To which she replies, tempting, but no. Magpie has to tell me all about the food again. Nice projected raise, 66 hours a week at 23 bucks an hour. That will definitely help you guys catch up on some bills. Makara says, I haven't even written Lancebreaker yet and already want to write an AU where the MC is deep into the criminal underworld instead. Okay, refresh when I get to your article, Scribe, no worries. Author Goddess is like, just saying, about frickin' time this crap came together. Yes it is. Yes, it certainly is. Trying to avoid tropes, ladies man, scarlet woman, etc. Yeah, I hear you. Makara says, I just wrote that one guy also is a flirt, but with respect to power imbalances, and consent. That's cool. You know, I've got two options for that, guys. Maybe I'll make a poll. You guys can tell me, right? Okay, so there's two guys. There's one, people. There's one who appears in the first book, right? And romancer isn't really the defining characteristic of him, but he's a flirt and he's known for it, right? And before he finds, you know, the woman that he clicks with, there is a train of ex-lovers behind him, right? So I thought that might be interesting in that that's not the only aspect of his character, and he's a major supporting character in the first book. Okay. A second book, or actually this is like one of the stories, and this will be also book 4. This character will appear, right? She is she's got a bit of a reputation for going through the crew. The thing is, she's a half dragon, and she ran away from home because when she began to manifest her dragon traits, her elven peers did not give her acceptance. So she's actually fairly insecure, and that's part of the reason why she seeks many other companions, right? So, I don't know. Who do you guys think would be best? The name of the first character is Yathar. The name of the second character is Quicksilver. Let me know in the chat who you think would be more interesting to write about. I have pictures for both of them, I think, so... Shadow puts in 412 words for the Warren. Thank you very much. Good job. What about a hostess of a high-end restaurant, says Rowan. There you go. Brian says, I mean, they're tropes for a reason and can, should, do exist in the world. It's not like we should avoid them in stories just because we don't like them. Still, I've found and love this community doesn't want to stoop to those type of characters. We've had too many of them in fiction. Yeah, I actually really like that. Too bad restaurants are tough in a post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, that's true. Shadow says, the first one does not sound too bad. The second one would get killed in my world. It's not your world, though. It's my world. Quicksilver hands down, says Rowan. Cool. Okay. Yathar for me, says Makaro. Alright, so we have one vote each way. Sculpting Chin says exactly. Tropes are tropes for a reason because they've proven to work fairly well time and time again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no worries there, Shy. Yes, I love Sirenscape. It's so useful for just... And unless it says otherwise, it's perfectly logical to stream. You can do that. That comes with it. Do keep an eye on that, though. And in some cases, I found on the jazz track, we still occasionally get muted by Twitch because it sounds like something else. And I found that occasionally YouTube says there's been a copyright claim created, but it never does anything. It just says that it sounds like something else. So, I don't know. First one, says Magpie. Okay. So that's 2 votes for Yathar. Makara says, so my romancer is a battle spear that is intolerant to the super serum, so he is kept at a low power level, but he's used as a mentor, and his experiences in construction let him support scientists doing development in that area. You know, nice. Brian says, you know, I'm wondering if it should be a historian. In my world, historians travel the world and speak oral history to the children. It's not a title we typically associate with amorous characters other than the hot librarian/teacher. That's cool. I like that. Makara says his flirting part is just part of the character. The intolerant part is the big part. Yeah. The half-dragon, alright, that's 2 and 2. And 1 and 2. Yathar is still leading by 1 vote now, as of James. Thanks, guys, for your opinions. Sounds like I have to write them both. The question is just when. Too modern. Now I can be picky. Shadow says, I have a romancer in my world, but her article reads a bit differently as it's more of a criminal profile than a true backstory. Yeah, well, knowing your world, sure. Oh wow, 43 episodes of your Pathfinder homebrew campaign? Is that all I've got on there? We're actually about to do episode 50 this week. I better catch up. When are the campaign streams again, Sable? Asks Magpie. 6 p.m. Sunday nights. So that's my time, Pacific time. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern. Brain 1 a.m. on Monday in UTC. That'd be 2 a.m. in the UK, and 6 plus another 5, 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. You can always watch the VODs. You can always watch the VODs if it's a bad time to watch live. Brian says, I mean, traveling historians have to stay somewhere. Yeah, why not some person's bed? Why not? Make the journey more fun. That's a cool star goddess type picture. I'm gonna get a closer look at that, actually. I like her strong profile. Totally unrelated to what I'm doing. But it's always good to find pictures for other things later. Okay. I mean, you're picture diving anyway, and it takes just a couple of seconds to do that, right? This is probably a no, but it might be a yes. Nah. Too creepy. Wow, that's awesome art. This is Pixabay that I'm looking at this on. A painter, a partner in every town, kind of like a sailor, says Rowan. Yep. Her strong profile. Yikes. No, I meant that. She looks like she probably lifts weights, and she's like, you know, standing, you know, like she's, you know, ready for maybe, I don't know, dancing or getting into a fight. And, you know, that's not something... I'm a Wiccan. I see a lot of images of goddesses, you know, giving forth and, you know, their blessing on the universe and stuff like that. And I was honestly thinking of it in terms of a fighter, so that's cool. Oh, jeez. Okay, Scribe. He says, I'm having to watch a low resolution, and all that's popping up is her crack highlighted, but what looks like the galaxy. Oh, dear. Oh, you guys, man. We've gone way Blue Anvil now. Right? Brian says, but she's an intelligent, independent woman. Rowan says, stay out of the hole or we'll eat you. Where do I get all the writing sprint timers for OBS? These ones were made for me by Darth Nicholas, who is on the Closet Forge. I don't know where other people get their stuff, so... but there are a variety of different things out there. Keep asking every time you see one, because we've all got different ways of doing it. I just want a regular, like, nautical port in space without water. This may be why I'm having difficulty finding it. We need more goddess art of chicks taking heads. 100% agree, Scribe. India has that covered, but, you know, definitely we can draw from that, for sure. Explain Blue Anvil to me. Blue Anvil is what we refer to in the World Anvil community when somebody is getting, you know, not safe for work, right? So, the Blue Anvil. Yeah. 18 plus stuff, exactly. Pixart? No, Pixabay is where I am. P-I-X-A-B-A-Y. What I usually do is type in a Google search for what I'm after, and then Pixabay after it. It's all free. I don't think I'm going to do much better here. Oh, I have that picture already too. Well, I could use that there. Thanks, Natalia. Ha, that's neat. Key, opening the lock to the universe. Gotta like it. Oh, and that's the original picture that they stole that balcony from. Nice. I've seen many variations of this now in different space settings. It's really cool. There's a good Star Goddess picture too, but I've already got stuff like that. Ho ho! Now that is the time period we're talking about right there. I don't know why you would tie a Mobius knot out of a space station. It just doesn't... That's too modern. You don't ask for much, do you, Sable? Exactly. I mean, come on! I just want dolphins with freaking lasers on their heads, alright? Is that too much to ask? Alright, that's the sprint. I think I'm going to keep poking through these pictures for the chat period here, and then we'll do Scribe's article. Yep, I'm either going to have to commission some art or get out my paints and get better at it, man, I tell you. My imagination does weird stuff. I think I had that on a backpack in middle school. That's cool. "71 words for the Warren" from James. Good job, thank you. I doubt it, but maybe. You know what? I'll take it anyway. Good job, James. I see your word count there. What am I looking for again? I'm looking for stuff that looks like kind of a nautical port city, but in space, right? Or at least not obviously on water, which is definitely a challenge, right? So I think I'm gonna have to the large part, get little glimpses of things, and yeah, it's hard. I found a couple of things that sort of work, and I think if I put them together, it'll be alright. That's kind of cool. Totally not what I need. You know what? I'll probably save that anyway. That looks like gnomes might have built that in my universe. I'm sure it'll come in handy later. I've done that before too. Ah, I can get the space part if you find me the city part. The question is how to put it together, right? I'm not that great at graphic alteration, and I don't have a lot of time. So I'm like, I don't know. But I'll see what I can do for sure. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. You can figure it out, probably. That's awesome. Oh, Eli's back. Still haven't eaten lunch, but I have no idea what to eat. Maybe some cheese or something. Get some real food. What are you doing? I mean, this picture here is totally the oeuvre for my world. So that will certainly come in handy in the future. Unfortunately, not right now. Okay, that's the get back to work ground. Oh, here we go. This looks like it might be kind of a... Yes, yes. I like this. It's not exactly what I was after, but it will help to... I mean, that's also sort of indicative of the technological level going on there. And hey, you know what? Only the like really wealthy people have like spectacular panorama space views without going to the docks, because a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Alright, so I'm almost done there, Scribe. I think I've got like 1 page left. Oh, dragons. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop because I would take that one. So, alright. Let's do Scribe's article. The Hoshino Corporation. This would be his business or trade union, I would imagine. Oh, 157 words for the pride from Melody. Good job. Cheese is real food, but it's not a filling meal. Yeah, eat more than cheese. Goodness. Okay. That's fine with me. I was looking for art to show you, but I'm down for this. Oh, were you looking for art to show me? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed something. Oh, this stuff. Ah. Okay, well, we'll look at the art first. That is awesome. Corporate security guard. Yeah, he looks like a guy you don't want to screw with. Nice. Oh, yeah, you said refresh. I'm sorry. Oh, I was looking for space station art to share with you. Awesome. If you find some, let me know. We can look at this first, and then we can do space art if you're still wanting to look, because that's helpful. Okay, I'm not done with the image search. Okay, the Hoshino Corporation. Type, corporation conglomerate. Leader, Oyabun. Uh-oh. Location, Aenohana. Related ethnicities, Aenohanan. The name Hoshino comes from Japanese Hoshi, meaning star, and no, meaning field or wilderness. Not feeling great today, food sounds gross. Okay, then my suggestion is soup. But, okay, cheese will work. Putting something in your stomach is better than putting nothing in your stomach. The Hoshino Corporation is an Aenohanan conglomeration headquartered in Takamori Province, located within the Kamusigaseki Mountains on Aenohana, It is mainly engaged in the industrial spaceship manufacturing business, bio-waste disposal industry, lumber industry, fishing industry, prostitution industry, and banking business. Got all the bases covered, eh? Okay. It is the business arm of the Hoshino Gumi, providing the resources for the clan's informal responsibilities. Travel, waste, construction, food, pleasure, money. Okay. Kasumi Gaseki. Kasumi Gaseki. Thank you, that helps. Colonial funds. Funding a colonial expedition can be difficult, even with the backing of the Stellar Monarchist League. While money from colonists and third parties formed 2/3 of the colony's funds, 1/3 came from illegitimate sources like the Yakuza. Among these Yakuza groups were the Hoshinogumi, a small group in the asteroid mining industry. In return for their support, the entire Hoshinogumi were accepted as colonists. Since arriving on Aenohana, the group established the Hoshino Corporation and rose to be one of the strongest Yakuza clans on the planet. Relationship with nobility. Takamori Province has historically been cursed with weak leadership from the ruling family of Takamori Province. Could probably just say from the ruling family, because you already said this was Takamori Province. Yeah, the Fujimori Genji? Yeah. Fujimori Genji. Due to the ineptitude, you got the wrong do there, you need the DUE version. To the ineptitude of the province's ruling clan, the Hoshino has stepped in to coordinate development through their front, the Hoshino Corporation. You're kind of being redundant here. Let me see. Due to their ineptitude, because we already said this was the weak ruling family, or due to the ruling clan's ineptitude, or due to the clan's ineptitude. Yeah, because you already said ruling family in the previous sentence. Due to the clan's ineptitude, the Hoshino have stepped in to coordinate development through their front, the Hoshino Corporation. From time to time, this has caused friction between the two groups, with the Hoshino and Fujimori struggling behind the scenes for control. Sometimes the head of the Fujimori will attack the Hoshino Corporation, raising taxes on their activities or conducting police raids on their buildings, but these efforts rarely last long. Since the Hoshino Corporation is the largest single employer of blue-collar workers in the province, any attempts to attack the Hoshino Corporation are met with a wave of essential workers striking en masse. Many a Fujimori clan leader has learned the limit of its powers when no garbage is collected, grocery stores are closed, and crops lie rotting in the fields. Yep. Despite this friction with the Fujimori, most nobles in the province are delighted by investment from the Hoshino Corporation and court their favors zealously. We really should do uprisings against the corporation. Speaking of which, I hope you guys are supporting the Frito-Lay strike and boycott. They asked us to boycott Frito-Lay and PepsiCo products, and this household is doing that. You will not find any of that shit in here. Anyway, support of independent homesteaders. The Hoshino Gumi have a long history of siding with the underdog. And nowhere, one word, is this more prevalent than with their support of independent homesteaders. Every so often, business practices or natural disasters threaten to cause small-time farmers to lose their land. When this happens, the Hoshino Corporation is always available to offer free disaster relief and low-interest loans to help people get back on their feet. Yeah, that's how it works. This aid has been so consistent and fair that it has given the Hoshino Corporation an almost total monopoly of the small-owned business. Cool. Yeah, it's great art. You should be proud of that art. The artist is great. Who is the artist? Are you the artist? Oh, no, there it is. Ubo 11. Cool. And hello, Barbarossa. Good to see you. I don't know, you must have come in on a raid? That's another even 1,000 points for House Felis from Cotton Spun. Really, I gotta know, are you, like, estimating, or are you just landing on 1,000, or are you just deciding to report the words 1,000 at a time? You know, estimating, like I said, is perfectly within the rules, especially if you're handwriting or something. Newsletter. The Hoshino Corporation has its own news agency known simply as The Hokoku? The report. Nice. One of the oldest agencies on Ainohana, the Hokoku bridges communication gaps and includes articles on the group's opinions and traditions, as well as columns on hiking and tree tapping, with an editorial section written by high-ranking members of the Hoshino-gumi branch families. What is tree tapping? Oh, are you talking about, like... I don't know what you're talking about there. Okay. If you're talking about finding syrup, I don't know. But cool! That is a really cool article there, as always, Scribe. I really like how you apply real-world problems and... Yeah, like maple syrup. Okay, I was right. Do they actually tap Japanese maples? I didn't know that. Of course, who says they got Japanese maples? This is space. Is there a better term for that? No, probably not. I was just confirming that that was indeed what you meant. You could add tree tapping for syrup production if you wanted to make that more clear, but it's, I mean, that's the right term, I'm sure. And no, not every Canadian is born knowing how to do that. Okay, so yeah, I really like this. I like how you take real world stuff and the way that people actually are, and then apply it to space opera, right? Like, it's not like our problems are going to go away and we're going to stop acting any differently. So you see, you kind of take real world organizations and groups and cultures, and then you think about, okay, so if they went into space, what would change? What would stay the same? It's really interesting, and I like it a lot. Very good sci-fi world building that I approve of. Yeah. 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 You might say tapping trees for sap, says Rowan. Scribe says they do not. They tap the trees on this planet. That's nice. Yeah, any maple tree is usable, and so are birch, but it takes so long to refine some of it, which is why sugar maples are specifically... But yeah, anyway. Yeah. Scribe says their province is like alien California before all the redwoods were cut down. That's cool. Yeah, Sculpting Chin knows some people in the field, so can confirm that's the right term. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I like that a lot. Alright, there are 4 minutes left to the sprint. I'm going to continue searching through these pictures. I think when the sprint is done, we're going to put up another break. Or we'll put up a break, not another break. I'm going to put up a break timer and go get some more coffee is what I'm going to do. Which is how you were dealing with me today. Otherwise, I would be staring remotely at the computer, but going, because I'm tired today. I'm not sure what Cupid has to do with anything I searched for, but there it is. That'd be a good cover for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If he wasn't wearing a modern hoodie. Oh, that's cool. Scribe says I'm working on the clan head right now. It's the hero with a secret. That's cool. Mercador did 258 words for the Warren and just finished the last prompt. Woot! Sable is best bun, says Barbarossa. Thank you. Lots of rogue Star Wars art, man. And that is the sprint. So I am going to put on the break timer, go get some coffee, and I will see you guys in a minute. I'm back, but I'm lurking here with working in the background because I'm eating. Thank you very much for the raid, Bitzer. And no worries, I saw you say hi at the beginning of the stream, so deep space lurks whilst I go brrr, says Melody. Awesome. Alright, 678 words for the Badgers from Bitzer K. Thank you very much and good job. Sorry guys, I was just concentrating on the search here. Get the good words, everyone, says Melody. Yeah, people have already explained to Brian how to make an article not safe for work. Rowan is going to get some work done now because it's a nice day and break time is over. See you on the flip side, you bet. 252 words for the Pride from Melody. Good job. Oh, can't find it, says Brian. Okay, so here. Okay. Let me show you. Alright, so here's my article template. Here under preferences, this article contains not safe for work and or 18 plus content. That's where you find it. So it's in the individual article that you're working on. and Jam did 383 words for the Warren. Thank you very much. And Shy Red Fox, the Queen of Foxes, she of the Three Tails, did 150 words for House Kitsune. Excellent. Okay, I'm done with the pictures now. That was for something else. It's not going to work. This thing is just weird. I don't get it, but I thought I might be able to use that bit there, so I probably still can. It's too bad about the wheel space station here, because this actually would otherwise work very steampunkish, and that could work. If I cut it here, which I could, I would lose that balloon, but I could cut it there, and then I just have the loading dock. Gonna need that for something else, but no, to allow himself to view NSFW stuff. How to prove you are a big bean to World Anvil. What does that mean? Oh! Yeah, I thought not. Huh. That's cool. Big space slug. Snail, rather. Alright, that's the get back to work growl. Whoop. Okay. Alright, so then, what's away there, Magpie? Let's try interface settings then. Nope. Okay. Profile. Nope. Account preferences, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Account details. Just life in general. Old password. Discord. Receive newsletter. Language. Guild status. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you're looking at account features. Go to your little profile image here in the right corner. Click on that. Go to account features, the thing with the star. It'll take you to this page with all the pretty pictures here. Just make sure NSFW content is enabled. I think I've got everything enabled. Yeah, I enabled everything. I want it all! Alright, now I'm going to look through my harvest of pictures and see if any of them will actually bear fruit. I think all of one of them did. You're an enabler. Yeah, that's right. Guess I should have highlighted, says Regret. I got it. Took me a while, but I did. Alright, so I want that one. Alright, I was going to cut that picture, damn it. Yeah, okay. No. I have to cut the balloon out of that picture. Well, if I'm gonna open the program, okay, so if this stream goes gurgle, groan, creak, I'll be back. Awesome. Now then. Perfect. Might add that to my Stevedore article too, actually, that one. Oh. And good time zone to you too, Mystic. How are you today? Makaro says, whoa! Alright. Fair enough. Makara says, okay, you know what? Fuck random dice rolling and fuck completing articles. I want to write some stuff for Valia, so I'm going to do that after I fix parentage on my existing character articles. Awesome! Brain just couldn't do it anymore, eh? I admit that I am also struggling. Which is why I'm doing article searches. Replacing Mother X, Father Y with parentage Mother X, Father Y, Father. Okay. Makes sense to me. I think there was one more I wanted to use. All right, now. All right, Eli is swapping computers. See you in a minute. And that's the sprint for those of you sprinting. All right. Perfect. Now, I think I just might use that Spelljammer picture after all. Is there a limit of one article per stream? The showcase option says out of stock, says Scribe. Yes. Yes, because I am so behind and because I have limited time, I'm afraid. Yeah. I'll probably widen it back up again once the month is over, but... Okay. I will not use the workaround. I will not use the workaround, says Mikaro. Is there anything else I needed to add on this article? I'm behind too, says Scribe. Alright, Brian did his 30th prompt. Now he's off to the movies. Good night. Thanks for joining us, Brian. And good for you. $427 words for the Pride from Melody. Good job. Forgot if I ever picked a birthday for Velia. I don't know there, Mikaro. Magpie says I'll finish prompt 9 and 10 soon. Taking an art break now. That's cool. I'll make her a December kid, I guess, says Mikaro. Alright. Despite the fact that many view The Rock as a scum magnet. And that's to get back to work, Grell, for those of you sprinting. Eyesore on the Void. December babies are the best, says Rugrat, who must be one. March babies. An eyesore on the Void. It is such an important hub for trade that it cannot be ignored. If you want something in space and you don't know where to find it, you come to the book. still, some industries have more importance in the local economy than others. Eli's back but lurking. Decided that their big fancy warm jacket needed inside pockets. Cool. Alright, Bob says all but one article has gone through first cleanup. Great job. I need to create a banner for that one remaining. Awesome. Still, some industries have more importance in the local economy than others. Mithril remains primary export. Shipbuilding and repair is a hopping business, which often attracts the best shipwrights, since they know they can make pretty coin here. Can make good coin here. The Colonial Navy also contributes a surprising amount to the economy between their lumberyard, shipbuilding, munitions manufacturing, and more. Gnomes and dwarves also there is also a prestigious dwarven foundry, since many things in space need metal things, metal construction. I'll just leave it at foundry. People are smart. But above all, actually, let's see. Primary trade remains vice. Gambling, drugs, prostitution, mercenary companies operate out of the rock. Well, gambling, drugs, prostitution. Perhaps even contract murder remain the primary industry, raking in millions of galaxies a year. Yeah, you're ahead of me, Bob. I've been having trouble concentrating the past couple of days, and you definitely took the lead. What's the last thing I claimed? Okay. aside from the Captain's Council. And their power struggles. There are many other significant factions on the rock that exert their own particular influence. The Guild of Gnomish Builders is probably the most powerful trade union, and disputes with them can lead to a complete halt in shipbuilding and repair. It can also lead to having all the docks occupied by unfinished repair jobs, which puts a distinct hamper on trade. As a result, dock workers of all stripes tend to do much better financially on the rock than in many other places, averaging $50 to 75 sparks a day. Tool tip: 50 to 75 copper sparks. Bob's like, now I have 2 days to catch up, because he doesn't dare write anything new until prompt drops on Friday, though he does still have one session report. He'll probably be ahead of me. Flame Touched or Flame Kissed is nickname. I like Kissed. She got an explosion from behind and has burn scars on her neck. Okay, James, I'm sorry you're having a crappy day. You have a good sleep, and, thanks for joining us. Maybe you're still out of sorts because you're tired from yesterday and you were up late, so... There are a couple of significant mercenary companies, and they are in the process of unionizing as well under the moniker. Moniker. Guild of Sabers. Fucking American spelling. Okay. Meh, maybe they don't have a name yet, because I don't like it. They're in the process of unionizing as well. Together, they represent a large and potentially dangerous faction. Oh, my Hero Forge has makeup now? Cool. Cham says, I can't decide if I should attempt to knock out the last 3 articles. It's the 3 character prompts. Yeah, I hate character articles. Or if I should rather work on fleshing out the articles I've written already. I also need to prettify them. They're just walls of text 90% of the time. I don't know. That's up to you. I can't imagine. Together they represent a large and potentially dangerous faction. There are also at least 3 large organized criminal gangs who have divided up the various districts into territories which they defend with lethal force. Ironically, this often means that open street crime is nearly non-existent, as no one wants little crimes interfering with their big business. I suppose I should look them up, but I may change them between now and Sable's Privateers, so... last... And that's the sprint! There will be one more sprint before the end of the stream, my friends. Last, the City Guard is, maybe a few minutes late today. You'll be up as soon as you can, though. Okay, I have to run off fairly quickly after I finish, so I will try to wait for you, but... I know, I was late myself, so it's only fair, but... 105 words for the Warren from Mergendor. Good job. Hey there, Esong. How did the meeting go? And how did your meeting go, Bob? 450 heavy edits for the Queen of Bats. Good job. Translations. Last, the City Guard is a significant faction in and of itself and serves as the arm of the Captain's Council. However, they can often be persuaded That was a bug flying at my mouth. That was disgusting. However, they can often be persuaded Now I've got like phantom tickles. Huh. Nobody's waited to act against the council's interests in favor of their own for a modest fee, of course. Okay, thanks, Eli. Eli says I'll toss a sprint lobby now just to be safe then. I appreciate that. I have to do some errands before I take Jamie to work, and I've got between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock to get them done, which means that if I don't, like, pack down and try to run out of here as soon as I can, then I will often be late. These bastards are lying to me, man. I've got a weather... Since the Windows update, there's been, like, a weather advisory thing, like a weather note, and it keeps saying weather advisory and has for days, and it's either been heat advisory or air quality advisory. And just a few minutes ago, we had like a whole thing that said rain coming, and I was like, all right. But now it doesn't say that anymore. Bastards. As expected, waste of time, says Bob. Fortunately, not a waste of a full hour, as would have been typical. Rugrat says mine switched to Chinese earlier today. Lying bastards. 346 words for House Felis from Melody. Good job. Tourism. Vice tourism is big business. Oh, thank you for the raid, Melody. Yay, welcome. People come from all over known space to Freebooters Rock, wherever it may be. There are several businesses designed specifically to cater to wealthy tourists, including guides to the shadier districts. Alright, that's the growl for the last sprint, guys. Look at all those words, says Melody. Awesome. I love that in your stream, by the way. Look at all those words. It's lovely. Is that your voice? It's cool, by the way. I should shout you out. I should also shout out Bits or Cake, because they rated earlier. I will do that. Wow. 7,440 words have been submitted during this stream. That is awesome. I had no idea, guys. And I haven't even turned mine in yet. Yes, that's my voice. I just added a new one that says, Words go brrrr. Nice. Resorts. Casinos. And high class. I don't know that bordello is exactly the word I'm looking for. Might be, though. Missoula, hello, says, I'm thinking of doing writing now, even though my back is killing me. Lie down. Put the computer on your lap. Alright. It is the word I'm looking for. High-class bordellos. Rumor has it that there is a lively underground slave trade and a black market trade in stolen art, antiquities, and magical items. One has to know whom to ask to find any of that. One to ask to find it. However, even pleasure cruise lines that are sure to make the Rock one of their frequented destinations. Done more than 2,000 words today. Good job, Missoula. 506 words for She of the Three Tails. It's a few sprints back to back for Shy. Excellent. Well, as you can see, I haven't been keeping track of mine by sprint either. Yeah, this is all new, this sentence here. Okay. The architecture of Freebooters Rock is stunning in its chaos. The immense wealth and cultural disparities in its population is reflected in its construction. However, even in the most good job, Rowan. 14,165 words this month. That's excellent. Missoula says, I had remembered breaks, but I have a stupid back right now from sitting the wrong way while I did some knitting. That sucks. My last nano go is 25K, and I am at 20,634 words. Excellent. Nicaro has 145 words for the Warren. Thank you. I'll have a look. I don't know. Yes, you should. Any attempt to access information beyond your security level will be prosecuted. Should come before you have unlocked the security level. Yes, you should flip them. That is amazing for you, Rowan. I'm really in admiration of you. That's great. Awesome. Bob says, in Pierce Anthony's Space Tyrant series, there were two sets of facilities on every Space Navy crew to accommodate necessary bodily functions. The head, which has been Navy speak for the toilet since forever, and the tail, where all the crew had to report regularly to get their yayas out. Yeah. However, even in the most... There are a lot of new wave writers in science fiction who write about that kind of thing, actually. There was a lot more freedom. By new wave, I mean sort of the mid-70s to early 80s, right? And in that time period, there were a lot of writers that were writing about a much more laissez-faire society, shall we say, right? Where drugs were freely available depending on what you wanted. I mean, not free, everything was really expensive, but you could get them anywhere. They weren't illegal, as was prostitution, and in some cases, these things were actually incorporated into society as expected and normal, right? So it was very interesting. Pierce Anthony is by no means the only one. That would have been writing that at about the same time period that was a thing. Samuel R. Delaney wrote about some of that, so did, Philip K. Dick. He's not my favorite writer. As a matter of fact, I think he's absolutely terrible, but he wrote about that kind of thing. What was the name of the writer who did, hell. Yeah, that's about the right time for that series. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I've read lots of good stuff in that era where that was just kind of part of it. However, even in the most luxurious of accommodations, there are unmistakable... I can't spell today, apparently. Good thing I have Google. At least if it looks anything like American spelling. Nice! Missoula says, I helped a friend make a Twitch today. She wrote nearly 200 words today after a writing block. That's excellent. Wonderful. See, that's what we're here for. There are unmistakable signs of its starfaring character everywhere, such as the remains, such as the ship's bell of a long retired ship, of a long decommissioned ship hanging in the ballroom of fine resort. Or souvenir. Why can I not spell that? Probably because I know the French version. Souvenirs. Souvenir telescopes for sale in the market square. Yeah, there's a French way to spell it. It was sticking in my head. Thank you very much, Regret. And the reason why it sticks in my head is because Quebec license plates in the country say "Je me souviens" as their motto on the license plate. Geography. There's not much more to say about this. And he song us back. Just at the end of the stream. How'd your meeting go? At the heart of the rock is, yeah, Je me souviens. Exactly. Long, I hear you, is a frozen ice core that acts much like a glacier. As it gradually melts, it feeds underground rivers and lakes. These, in turn, are pumped to the surface with an incredibly complex plumbing system. Oh, I forgot about the goblins. I gotta read about the goblins. Ha ha ha. In the bowels of the rock, maintaining the life-giving plumbing and water supply of its population. Aaron made up this organization so I can use it. The Goblin Sanitation Engineers hold sway. And that is the last sprint. Alright, so bring out your words. Bring out your words. Bring out your words. Let's get those totals in, people. I'm gonna finish this sentence and do the same, so you got a couple minutes. Hold sway. Negotiating with them is always a delicate balance. I forgot about the goblins. I love my goblins. These are good goblins. Okay. What have I not included in that? Criminal gangs, city guard, vice tourism. Okay, that's where I last was. Architecture. Pumped to the surface with an incredibly complex plumbing system maintained by the capricious goblins. What are you doing? Can you still submit words after nano? Is it just nano time? It is just nano time. We'll be doing this once again in November, right? And then it's the actual war of NaNoWriMo. It is the game of tomes proper, and there are eliminations. It's going to be fun. This system of rivers and pumps provides water to the entire settlement. There will come a time in the not so far future that actually no, I'll start again. The glacier is, however, disappearing soon, and sooner than people might think. Soon, perhaps within a few years, ice will have to be shipped from elsewhere to supply the rock, or some incredible magical solution will have to be found. The Captain's Council has, of course, breathed not a word of this to the populace. And the few goblins who are aware are generally ignored. Yes, so that is going to be an ecological disaster for those guys when that happens, because complications are fun. Okay, that is a total of 703 words I did for this stream. Woohoo for me! Rowan, to be honest with you, I don't know. Asking if we're going to be up for Star Wars tonight, because I am rather tired, but I've kind of gotten to the overtired stage, so I might potentially need something to do, right? So I'll let you know when it's closer to the time. Alright, thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm going to flip over to the end screen before we get into this sprint counter. We know that Eli is up because they said they were going to put up... Yes, bring out your words. Thank you, Rowan. We're going to switch over to Eli because we know they put up a sprint lobby, and that's awesome. Let's read the last few comments here just before we switch over. Yeah, Bob had a short meeting. Esong had a long one. Sounds like they traded. But Bob's was a waste of time, and Esong's was productive, so that is good. 368 words for the Warren from Amacham. Thank you very much. Melody says, Gerblins! Daz is still pick hunting. You'll get there. I did eventually. 0 words, but more coffee. That's productive, Catherine. I did not know articles could be submitted to camp and be private. They can, but they're not going to get judged because nobody can read them. 672 words for the Foxes from Scribe. Good job. 65 words for the Warren from Rowan. Thank you. Esong got 18 done. Is 19 happening tonight? That's my hope, says Esong. 2 a day has been doable. That's great. War, says Esong. For the tome, says Closet Forge. For the tome! Hello, Closet Forge. Good to see you. I only do the camps because the big nano gives me stress. You know what? Here's my suggestion, Missoula. Check out the Game of Tomes in November. We'll start talking about it in October. And that way you can, see if you like it. You don't have to participate in NaNoWriMo in order to do Game of Tomes. Initially, that was the rule, but we ditched that pretty quickly. And, yeah, maybe you'll enjoy that sort of competition more and it won't create as much stress. But maybe not. Maybe you'll choose not to do it, in which case you'll have submitted a few word counts and then quit, and that's fine. Yep, Bob is encouraging Esong, which is great. You're doing fine. You lost a week to that conference. Otherwise, you'd be right on track. Be proud. Can't wait for my for an emote to take on another meaning, says Melody. War cries! You know what, Missoula? It doesn't matter whether or not you can do 50k words. Just do your best to make your own goal. Melody giving me hype. Rowan screaming, bring out your words for me. Thank you, because I forgot to do that in the chat. Alright, I'm going to start the raid now. We are raiding Eli Quake. They have 3 days left of their Kickstarter. Please make sure you support if you can. The raid call is prepare to be boarded because we are the Sable's privateers, or shout your house motto if you're playing a Game of Tomes. Oh, wow. We almost did 10,000 words this stream. Wow, good job, everybody. That was awesome. Way to go. Way to go. 29 chapters still to write, says Missoula. You can do it. Banking on that panic stream for sure, Siobhan, says Esong. Yeah, everyone can do it. Everyone works at a different... You can do it. Everyone works at a different pace. Rewriting takes time, says Melody, which is true. Yeah, way to go, everybody. Alright, we're off to raid Eli. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow at the same time for Diane Actually Writes, and this time I promise I'm not going to look at pictures. We're going to get some shit done. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, day, or morning, everyone. Bye-bye.